Hey there, everyone. This is the SC Kicker and the KO Ninja coming at you with kicking it with the Ninjas tonight. So, KO, how you doing out there in Tennessee?
Man, doing great. Had a great day teaching and excited about tonight's stream, kind of special stream for you guys. Bringing on some special guests with some cool events coming up. So super excited.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I'm really excited about this tonight. We're going to get to meet with MassChef from the URL, and we got some really cool stuff going on tonight. We're going to talk some racing, and I believe Dak is going to make it in too. I know he was at a big convention this week and is going to make it back just in time. I think he was having some computer difficulties, so hopefully we'll get on here with him. If not, we're going to have a great time without him. So, but let's bring on MassChef. Let's see here, all the way from Massachusetts. Hey there, MassChef.
Hey, hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
Doing good. Good to see you back. So I know
Yeah,
we're super excited about the season coming up. How about you?
I am super stoked. The one of the things that I'm really excited about is I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but over the last week, Upland did a nice little update to the UI for racing. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to add a whole new layer of excitement to the game. With being able to boost, being able to brake, being able to. I think it's
Hey,
going to. Oh,
Hey,
there,
there's Dak.
Dak made it.
Got the Dak attack.
Yeah, so
yeah,
very excited for it. I'm interested to see how I'm going to be able to do it myself because I am also a racer, and so live streaming, broadcasting, and racing and calling the races all at the same time should make for an interesting race day adventure. So, nevertheless, I'm very excited for it, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So, looking forward to checking out all the new drivers that we got on. We got a few new drivers coming in for the Pro Series. So excited to see the new faces and see how the season unfolds.
yeah. I thought the timing of that update was really cool and it'll make this season interesting. So and we'll I think would like to jump deeper into that in just a minute. The maybe for our viewers, maybe just give like a quick history of like your both of you, your involvement with the URL, and just a quick backstory to catch people up.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to let Dak take this one because Dak is our URL founder. I was brought on as a co-commissioner shortly after URL was up and running. So, but I'll let Dak take it away on this one.
Hey, I might be having some computer issues, so sorry if it gets all messed up.
Audio sounds good. Audio
But
sounds good,
Yeah.
so we're good.
well, yeah, we started URL back March 2002. Yeah,
Yep.
March 2002. And
2022. Yeah.
I had been reading between the lines about what was going on with racing or the idea of racing, just talking to different people. And it was a lot of fun to kind of speculate on what things could be. And there was a couple of other people who were interested in speculating around racing in Upland. And we jumped into creating the URL long before cars were even in Upland, right? And we were speculating about how racing might work. And what I really focused on was the idea of community racing. So obviously, Upland was going to have racing functionality. We had already demonstrated we knew that we could do racing in a layer two kind of model. And so, but I always really it was never about the functionality. It was never about the technology. It was always really about how can we use this to really drive community and through that community engagement drive a strong economic model around racing. And I think that that really is the key for me is that when I talk about community racing, what people really should think about is I'm talking about the economic drivers of racing in Upland and as a result, the economic drivers for individuals involved in racing, whether you're sponsors, whether you're drivers, whether you're future garage owners, uh, metaventure car dealerships. I know, there's a new one in Vegas, and so quick shout out. But it was really that kind of idea of, let's create a marketplace where we can really bring all of the people who are interested in speculating on what racing is going to do in Upland into one server. We were the first ones to do it. We then really created this really strict guidelines around what a sanctioned track in URL would be. And to me, that was always the idea that these are not just tracks like you see in Upland with just the track. It was a venue. And so if you think of a venue, how do you get that venue to have excitement? How do you get that venue to have engagement and collaboration? And so we had very high standards in terms of ownership, in terms of building up and doing construction, trying to bring some value to Spark, and also to kind of acknowledge the work that communities had done in building out their neighborhoods. Hyde Park Ninjas, for example, right? And so that
Really?
that was really kind of, I think, where we started with URL and what our core value structure is for URL.
That's awesome. And I love the vision that you have, the early vision, and we've spoken a lot and talked about this before, but
Sorry, I
being
couldn't
able
hear
to,
you.
um, oh, no, no worries. Uh, but being able to see this vision way ahead of time and setting things in place and setting things in motion, uh, is just, I think it's awesome because we share the same vision with our project, and we see the vision, and you know we're figuring out how we're going to get there, and we're solving problems every day. But um, it's just really cool to be able to see you guys doing this and partner up with you guys. So um,
Yeah,
very
and I
cool.
think too, a lot of it came too from I came and became involved because with we started out with UCC, of course, with the construction business, and the ultimately we want to manufacture cars. We want to, those were the things that we saw around that announcement when it happened, that they were going to talk, bring cars into the metaverse. And that's kind of where all of it started. We started with the fact, it'd be really cool to, to build cars, to make our own. And that kind of turned into, well, what can we do in the meantime, type thing. And so, it kind of just evolved one thing into another. And now it's really evolved with, with the high stakes racing that we have going on now. With the Metaverse Racing News Network that we started to make sure that we could broadcast these races. So it's really gotten pretty big, and we're just at the beginning.
Yeah, we're really excited for the new season coming up too. I thought the first season was really great, and like anything new that comes out, there's always the technical difficulties, and I know with
Yeah.
the streaming and different things. And then I think the one week, like, the cars got stuck in the racetrack, so there was all kinds of craziness to deal with it, and it makes
Yeah.
it fun too. So we're going to be able
Right.
to look back in 5 years and say, remember that time when our cars
Right.
all got stuck? It's like a rain delay, right?
Yeah.
Right. Right. Right.
Well, and that's
And it.
that, sorry, just real quick. That was one of the things that we always said, is that we don't know what's going to happen. Upland doesn't just give us a lot of information and everything, and it's all brand new technology. Upland is still developing it. I mean, we're building the plane as we're flying it, kind of thing, right? And so there's going to be problems. And one of the things I think I like about the Upland community as a whole, in general, they've been willing to just take the risk. And so, and not everyone, but we have enough people that are willing to take the risk that we end up being great beta testers in some ways, right? And but then we get to be part of the experience for Upland. We get to be a community that helps drive Upland's kind of goals. And I think in the end, it all works out.
Yeah, it's fun to pave the path, right?
Oh, for sure.
It can be hard. It can be hard.
Yeah. Gotta
I love how you brought up the community, and I think the first season that we were able to, we had the pleasure of participating in, leading up to Genesis Week was just awesome. I mean, the people tuning in every single week, being able to wrap it
Mhm.
up in Vegas was just a blast, and people talking about it, and leading up, seeing who was going to be the winner, and and also the economics of it. Just a lot of the drivers were able to take home a lot of upicks, and
Mhm.
so that was awesome.
Yeah, and that
Yeah,
really
and
is to our sponsors. But go ahead,
yeah,
Max.
that's what I was going to say. I was going to, that really is because of the sponsor model that we have in place right now, and our sponsors, you guys included, that really helped up the game. And we were able to deliver for the sponsors. Deliver commercials on our live stream. Um, you know, Making sure that we're trying to give some value for what the sponsors are spending, and then also too that created these monstrous pots. I mean, these things are huge. Even the pro series is, what are we, over 3 million upics right now in prize money for the series for that.
That's great.
Over
So
2.5, yeah.
yeah, 2.5 million. I mean, that's awesome. That's incredible. The things that the sponsors are helping do for us, and the trust that the sponsors have, and that we're going to bring some value to what they're doing.
Man, so cool. And I love I'd like to dive into the timing of this update with the interactions within the racing this week that was dropped, and
Yeah.
how do you think that's gonna what are your thoughts on how that's gonna impact? It's an equal playing field. I mean, we're all jumping in with the same amount of time to work with it, but yeah, how do you think it's gonna affect the season coming up?
I mean, me personally, it's going to affect my season huge. I'm just going to say it because I'm going to have to call the race and run the race at the same time. So for me, it's going to be huge. I've already been in. I've already been practicing, and I'm trying to. I've actually had my streaming gear up and running in the background, and trying to walk through streaming and racing at the same time to see how that's actually going to work. Um, so it's going to be interesting, and I really think that we're going to see. You're gonna definitely see the drivers who have practiced, because there needs to be a little bit of practice in this. You got to get the timing for your boost out. You've got to get the timing for your brakes out. You've got to, those things are going to matter, and it's really going to change the dynamic of the entire race, in my opinion. I think we're going to see a lot of things that are, you're going to see a lot of really close calls. You're going to see a lot of really nice overtakes on, going into the finish lines. And you're going to, I mean, I'm really excited for the season. I think it's going to be absolutely spectacular and a whole lot of fun. So really, really looking forward to it.
So with the new
Yeah,
mechanics, is it a certain amount of boost, a certain amount of braking, or is it unlimited? How does that work?
So you have 3 boosts for the entire race. Once your boosts are gone, you're done. The steering mechanic is, there's basically essentially 3 lanes on the track. There's right lane, left lane, center lane, and you're using your arrow keys to go between the 3 lanes depending on where you're at on the track. Right? If you're
Mm.
trying to overtake somebody, then obviously you have to maneuver into a lane that they're not in. And then likewise, turns. You want to be on the outside lane going into a turn, inside lane, into the turn, outside lane coming back out of the turn again. Those things are going to matter. Braking, I don't think is going to matter so much, because quite honestly, I haven't really seen yet the need to apply braking in a race, in any of the practice races that I've done. So I don't really think that's going to affect too much. But boost management is for sure going to be something that
Number
is going
one
to come
thing.
up. That's going to be the number one thing, is managing those boosts and when you use them. And I think that there's some slight differences in cars this time around as well.
Between the
The first
22s and the 23s.
between the 22s and the 23s, the 22s are slightly lighter, but the 23s have better handling. I think better braking. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a really interesting dynamic to see all of that play out.
Yeah, and I think that we're going to learn a lot about, what the racing mechanics are. So I know that there is a server that's starting that is looking at betting on like kind of like an esports betting almost, just for fun kind of stuff, right? And when it was RNG, complete RNG, it's a crapshoot, right? Anyone can win, kind of thing, right? You
Mm-hmm.
never knew who was going to win. That's why, last year it was. I mean, at the last race, there was 6 people that could really kind of take it, and our number one leader ended up being in third place, right?
Yeah.
Mass got second place by like 100th of a second or something.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So it really is. It was RNG made it very like anyone could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we're going to have racing with actual mechanics, I think if I was a betting person, I would actually give the edge to Mahoney MV Motors. And the reason for that is that they really were practicing during the go-kart. They actually their drivers were the top qualifiers in their go-kart racing challenge that they did. And so
Wow.
they've actually, as MassChef was saying, is who's spending a lot of time practicing and getting there. And Arish, I can never say his name, Arishkat, uh,
Arshak.
Arshak, he was
Arshak.
their,
Yep.
yeah, he was their winner. And so I'm looking to see what he does on the track,
I
or
see.
she, I'm not sure. Um, so, KO Ninja, you better get practicing.
Yeah, so and on that point, tomorrow we're doing a live stream in the morning. We do one on Mondays and Wednesday mornings, and we're actually doing some live races in the morning. And that's actually going to be our first time seeing the new updates within the racing. So
Mhm.
I have zero practice up until tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my first kind of practice session that we're actually going to do live on stream 9 a.m. Eastern time
Mhm.
tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually really excited, and I'm glad that this update happened. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'm glad it happened. I think
Mhm.
it's going to bring some excitement and some new things to the season from last time, and which
Well,
last time was great too. But I think it's just going to bring some new elements to this season.
yeah, I like that and Jeremy during Genesis Week mentioned they're not going to try to create Gran Turismo, right? That's not their goal.
Right,
They're,
right.
they're hoping someone else creates Gran Turismo for Upland, not them, right? But having said that, I think that this will add a little level of control, and that control, even though it's small, it's really going to allow people to stand out as drivers. And so I think
Yep,
we're really going to start seeing drivers getting attention for their driving, which I think is going to be kind of cool. And as you start getting into like the secondary markets of what can happen in terms of sponsorships, in terms of advertising, in terms of recognition within the community and so forth, that is going to start building into what could be like a driving career in Upland, right? And which, so like Castle Elite Racing might really try to chase down one of the top drivers for their team, right? And
yep,
offer a better kind of deal or something like that. So now all of a sudden the drivers can start to monetize their skill. Another area of, again, the idea of what is the economic model for racing in Upland. Um, quick update, and I don't know if a lot of people know about this. So I did reach out to Jeremy, who is the product manager for racing in Upland, and asked him about the whole mobile, because people have been asking, hey, I can't get into mobile racing right now. Only thing I can do it in is the computer. So I checked with him, and he did mention to me that they are waiting for Apple to approve the update, and then they're going to release.
Okay.
So I don't know how long Apple normally takes to approve
Forever.
apps. Oh, well
They
then,
Yep.
they suck. It's like
okay, well then it's going to be
it's like
soon.
yeah, it's like 2 to 3 times longer than Android. Android
Yeah.
approves so much faster than Apple does because Apple has their proprietary crap that they have to go through for everything. So it
I
does
might
take
not
it
be
Well,
takes
racing
forever.
tomorrow. I
yeah.
didn't realize
So,
that.
well, there you
yeah,
go.
yeah,
So mobile
yeah. You
racing
could.
is
I
not
mean,
up
you
and
could.
out yet because of that.
Yeah, yeah. There's still issues with mobile racing. You can do it on the computer just fine. I was able to do it. However, I will say this one thing: there was a group of folks yesterday trying to accomplish some racing, and we're having some significant issues with private servers. Not everybody was able to get into the server. Some people could, some people couldn't. It was given code errors when you were trying to put in the server code for a private server. So that I think there's still some bugs that need to be worked out of it, which is why I said we may or may not be starting races this Friday. It really kind of depends on how the system is running by that time. I'm going to be doing a lot of tests this week, trying to stress test it as much as I possibly can between now and probably Thursday afternoon. So we should have some sort of announcement Thursday as to
Okay.
whether or not we're actually racing on Friday or if we're going to postpone a week to try to give them a chance to work some of those bugs out because it is a significant issue to the point where the group that was on yesterday inevitably canceled their event and ended up having to postpone because of these issues. So
Oh wow.
we'll keep an eye on it, keep a lookout for it, and we'll post something in the URL server once we get something definitive going down.
Yeah, but overall, I'm excited about the idea that you drivers are going to have to work for it.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. It's going to bring some more competitiveness to it. Maybe some more trash talking and stuff like that too. So.
Yeah. Oh, of course, absolutely, absolutely.
So, now when we could do like driver expos, right? And talk to the drivers, how tired are your fingers from practicing? And no.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Oh man.
How,
Well, man.
how'd you get carpal tunnel? Oh, racing in Upland.
Changing lanes so many
Yeah.
times.
Goddamn lane
Uh,
changing. Made my hands fall asleep. It's not good.
oh.
Well, I know. So I know we're going to do some giveaways tonight. Ko, do you want to do a rumble here? We can do the first one.
Ooh.
Yeah, while I'm getting that set up, do you want to go over what we're giving away tonight?
Yeah. So I think for the rumble, we're going to go ahead and do. So MassChef is going to be given away. It's going to be URL and that's DMG. Is that correct, MassChef?
Yeah, DM Gaming is going to be doing some of it, and I myself am doing the majority of it. So I'm
Okay,
throwing
perfect.
I'm throwing in 18, and DM is going to throw in the other two to fill it up, and we're gonna nail this bad boy and get it done in a few days.
All right. So for the winner of the rumble, they're going to win a spark up of a. So the choices are a small townhouse or a ranch
Or a
house, correct?
ranch house. Yep.
Ranch house, yeah. So the small ones. Perfect. Awesome,
Yep.
man. This is a good giveaway.
It's an amazing giveaway. Hey, somebody's getting their structure sparked up for free just for joining in on this Rumble. So super appreciative to you guys for doing that.
No problem. No problem. Love to do it.
Yeah, I mean, Hyde Park has just been so involved you guys have always been like, yep, let us know what you need, and you're there. And so it was nice to be able to give back and not just always receive. So thank you.
We appreciate it. I know some winners going to be really appreciative too. So this is
Yeah,
awesome.
right. Yeah, no kidding.
Just make sure it's a trackside property. No, no.
Oh man.
So speaking
Um,
of trackside, I resubmitted for the Copper Cobra. So
Nice.
hopefully we'll get lucky and get this thing approved this time. I honestly don't know what I did wrong. They never gave any explanation when it got declined.
So
So I redid
I
it.
bet you I can tell you. You had 90-degree turns in it. You're not allowed to have 90-degree turns. So
Oh,
even if a road is going like that,
You
you
gotta,
have to you got to make the track go like that, then like that, then like that. You can't
okay. So
make the
that's
90
with the
degree turn.
dots.
Yeah,
yeah, with
so
the
with the
dots.
when you're doing the
You
JSON
can't go.
map, you have to zoom in
Yeah,
really
that's what it
close
was.
so
Mm,
that your 90-degree turns are not 90-degree. They have two turns basically in a 90-degree. So
gotcha.
you'd have something like that, so it's yeah.
Okay, so this
Yeah,
one's going to get
that's fine.
rejected too. It sounds like.
Yeah, if you oh shit.
Jesus. So when I was
Oh,
going
you'll
through,
get
I
it.
was
You'll get it
actually,
eventually.
yeah, I was trying to do more dots, but it was only allowing me to do a certain amount. It like
Yeah,
cut me off.
yeah, right. So you have
Oh,
to make sure that you're not overusing them on your straightaways.
Hmm.
You basically have to overuse them. For a 90-degree turn, you should have two dots in a 90-degree turn. One,
Okay.
so you have more like two, probably 60-degree turns instead of one 90-degree, right? So you're going to have two dots there. Then you want to overuse your dots on any curve. So if there's any kind of curves that are going up, that's when you want to overuse your dots.
Hmm.
And then try to avoid using any dots on straightaways. So you're not using them up.
Gotcha.
It's
pro
definitely
tips.
not.
Pro
It,
tips.
it is not an easy thing to do. Believe me. Yeah. So
So can I proactively go in and redo it?
um, you can, but I can tell you
You,
that will also delay the process even further because now it's going to show that you have two applications in.
Oh
And
man.
anytime you have two applications in for the same meta venture, they automatically put you at the bottom of the damn row because they just know that there's going to be people that are putting in multiple applications just because they're trying to think they're going to get noticed that way
Yeah.
instead of actually trying to correct something. It's different
Oh
if you're
man.
doing it to correct something, but even the ones that are correcting something, they're just because they're getting so many applications from the same people over and over and over again, it just becomes an annoying thing. And I could see it from a personally from my side of it, I would get annoyed with that too because I used to get annoyed like hell when somebody would submit, you know, 5 build applications at the same time at UCC, and then or do it would just annoy me. Just send me a message, let me know what's going on, and so I'm sure that that's probably what's happening. You submit more than one application, you're going to get bumped right to the bottom of the line, and they're going to wait until the very last minute to even look at it, let alone approve
Yeah.
or deny. You're
I
almost
hope I got
better off.
denied early.
Yeah, you're almost better off waiting and getting denied and then trying again.
Bummer. Should have
I
waited 8 to
actually,
12 weeks.
yeah, I actually submitted an application for a raceway in Citadel in KC. I probably was maybe the third person, fourth person, maybe, because literally it was like 15 minutes after they made the announcement, I had my shit already turned in.
Hmm.
And I have not heard a single word, not whether it was
mm.
approved, denied, nothing. I haven't heard a thing. So, and that was literally the day that they made the announcement.
Wow.
So if you got
yeah, the
denied
HQ track
and it,
hasn't been approved either yet, so
yeah,
I'm still
nothing.
waiting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, if you have been approved and or denied between the time they made the announcement and today, you are doing 1,000 times better than both Dak and myself are doing. So, we
Oh
we
man.
can't even rate a denial letter.
Oh man.
Man, I saw a new black dot pop up in LA today.
Oh really?
Because there was one.
Really?
There's one. Uh, Jeez, Amiz, I'm looking for it right now, and
Yeah, Buellman has been tracking them.
Yeah, Buellman's been tracking him. I know that he's got a tool that he uses on a website that he built that can track that stuff.
Oh cool.
Yep.
man,
Yeah,
I
and
can't find it.
there's like 16, 3 that have been built or something like that, and then like a bunch others that are like in the process of being built. So people are getting approved. I just don't know what the criteria was for who got approved, what was approved.
Yeah, no idea.
Black box.
Hmm.
And I've asked, and I've talked to Upland staff about it, and so I know that they're going through the process, that people are getting approved, that they were doing the QA to make sure that the track worked and all that. But which ones got used, which ones got pushed forward, no
Yeah,
idea.
and honestly,
Oh, it's
I
Rancho. It's Abdullah's. It's the Sphinx that we did.
Oh
Ah, it's in
yeah,
Rancho.
Yeah,
yeah,
Rancho Park. That's Abdullah's Sphinx.
and it's done. It's completed. It's already on the. It's already as an option. I raced on it today. As a matter of fact, it's already an
oh
option.
wow.
So that one was going to be awesome because he has like 98% completion of the thing. So
Uh,
you're like racing through a canyon.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The entire racetrack is complete. Every single property is built on all the way around the track. There's
Just
the
about.
only.
I think there's like 4 or 5 missing.
Wow.
I think, yeah, and I think it's only the ones that you can't build on. I think they're too small to actually build on.
I'll have to take a look at
Yeah,
that and
so
see if I'm
I
on the
mean,
track.
it is
It's
actually
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah, cool track. Nice track. It's a very nice track. Designed by Dak.
Yeah,
It was very very well done.
Very cool.
It's a nice track. It runs about a minute 20 in an S1E. So yeah, nice track.
Very cool. I'll have
guess
to
which
check that
track we
one
might be using?
Yeah.
Hint, hint, drop, drop.
Hint,
How long
hint,
did
wink,
it
wink.
take Abdullah to build that with all his spark? A day?
Oh no, he
Uh,
built it real fast. Not
Yeah.
yeah,
that fast.
I say he built it fast, but it did take him a little while.
The
About
guy's got
3
some
months, and
spark.
then I know he worked with UCC
Yep.
to. I think we built like 25.
No, we did. I think we did 2 rounds of 20 for him. So I think we did
That's
40
right.
total for him, and then he built the rest
And
of
then
them
he just
himself.
had like 300 sparking, so he did the rest
Yeah,
himself.
yeah,
That's great.
yeah. He's up to like 1,400 spark now. So
Awesome.
Oh
Do
my
you guys have any
gosh.
properties in there?
Yes.
Yep.
Nice.
I've got one. I've got one in there.
yeah. I think I think I have 6, maybe
Oh wow.
Yeah, we have like
Very
5 or 6. Yeah.
five
Nice.
or 6. Yeah,
very nice. Very
I'll have to
nice.
yeah.
take a look
Yeah,
and see if I've got one on the track or not.
Right.
I think there's a term you've been using, Dak. Saw in your last post, extreme patience, or is that the
Yes.
is
How to be
was that
successful in Upland.
extreme patience? So yeah, we might get
Yep.
rejected a second time, but that's all right.
Or
We're gonna keep.
it's actually aggressive patience.
That's what it was.
Aggressive
That's what it
patience.
was.
Right.
Aggressive patience.
Yeah.
Aggressive patience. Yeah.
Well,
You got to be
yeah,
aggressive about getting things going, but then you got to be patient about waiting for it
yeah.
to resolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I refer to it as the U.S. military's hurry up and wait.
That's
See,
All right.
but the difference here is you have to be aggressive in terms of like, don't wait for things to come to you. Don't wait for
Yes.
functionality to be out because if you're waiting, someone else has already done it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the biggest problem is it doesn't matter how much you plan out, how much you do, you're still going to find yourself at some point waiting on something from Upland or the community itself as well. So
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
all right. You guys ready for a giveaway?
Yeah, let's do that rumble.
oh yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do it. Let's
All right.
do
You
it.
want me to share the screen or just run it?
We could share the screen. Sure. Let me switch
All
over there
right.
for you.
And people should remember to join Hyde Park server so they can participate in the rumbles. And Did I see that you have some big thing happening with like a Rumble?
So we have a competition that we're going to start. We're going to announce this weekend, and
Oh, the
there's going to be
Tournament
a
of Terror. Yeah.
yeah. So we're going.
He's all excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Two may
terror.
enter, one will leave. Oh no.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna announce more details on that this weekend. We're gonna do like a 5-day Rumble tournament, and there's gonna be some big prizes up for grabs. So
Let me know
it's
when you're
pretty
ready and I'll
exciting.
share for you.
Yeah, go for it. I am ready. We'll get it away.
Hold on, that's not it.
That's not it.
That's a close up on deck. That's a good face though. That's a pretty face.
There we go. All right.
Tra-
All right.
tra-
I took myself out of it, and then so it looks like we have 8 lucky participants that could possibly win their property sparked up in Hyde Park. Here we go.
I'm sure Rob Zilla's in it.
Oh yeah.
Let's go, Rob
yeah,
Zilla.
yeah, yeah. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rob, C. Prado, King Jensen, True Blue, Dogster. A lot of these guys
Ooh,
are
see?
Ooh, nice.
regulars, so I know it's late, so maybe some people aren't jumping in like normal. We've been getting close to 20 on the recent Rumbles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
all right, let's see. C.
Oh
Prado
no.
died. Dogster died. Oh, Rob's out. True Blue Ninja is still in there. King Jensen is still in. There's 4 players
So
left.
I saw the shout out from True Blue. I mean, he moved to Hyde Park full force.
He moved
He went
everything.
like he went full force, like yeah, like hey, everything. So I love the commitment.
Yeah.
And it looks like King
King
Jensen is
Jensen.
our winner. And that's super
Nice.
cool.
Nice,
He's actually
nice.
been Yeah, congratulations, King Jensen. He's actually been really
Big
active
supporter.
in our Discord and our community and our YouTube streams. So that's a good,
Oh,
good person
fantastic.
for that to go to. So thanks URL for sponsoring that. King Jensen will get an address from you and with either a small ranch house or I'm sorry, a small townhouse or a ranch house, and we'll get that sparked up for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, and a special thanks to DM Gaming as well for helping with that build. So it's really awesome.
Oh, and there's a close up on
There you
that
go.
face. All right.
See, that's a better face. That's a better face.
You
No,
gotta, you gotta give me the warning.
Right.
man.
You know the Hyde Park Ninjas and technical difficulties. So,
Oh
all right,
man.
all right. So the now the second giveaway. This is a really big one, unexpected, and this one is through Vegas Motors, and I believe this is a new. Is this a new car shop in Vegas?
So yeah, and it's funny because as much as I was voicing my opinion about how long it takes to get Metaventures opened, literally so here's the story. So I applied for a Block Explorer Metaventure in October of 22. Hadn't heard anything, nothing, like literally nothing. I heard nothing. And then I applied for the Vegas Motor Car Company Metaventure in let's see, in April of this year. So one in November, one in April. They were both opened within a week of each other a week ago. So
Nice.
So the showroom was open for my car Metaventure was opened before my BE store, which was weird, especially since the BE store took like 7 months to open. But anyway, Vegas Motor Car Company, 2600 Vegas Drive in Las Vegas. We are going to throw in an extra giveaway today. We're gonna give away a Series 4 car to a lucky winner
Oh,
watching the
Very
stream
nice.
today. So yeah. So and come on down to Vegas Motors, get yourself a car. We got trucks, cars, vans, cargo vans, race car. I got a couple of race cars that are there. I had a go-kart, but it sold this morning, so I was very happy about
Oh,
that.
Nice.
Yeah. And I deal I'm the only dealership that I know that's out there right now that is dealing only in UPIX. I have no USD sales going on in my shops, UPIX only. So if you're looking to not spend USD and you've got some UPIX laying around, and you want a car, come on down and see us, 2600 Vegas Drive in Las Vegas, and we'll make a deal. If you see something you like and you don't like the price, if you can bring me an UPIX price cheaper, I'll match it or beat it by 5% guaranteed. So
Nice.
Nice.
come on down.
Heck yeah, I love that.
So a little bit off topic, Dak, but a little bit on topic. I know we're closer to the same age bracket, and I remember the show that was on back in the day. I believe it was called In Living Color. Do you
Yep.
oh
remember that
yeah,
one by
Fly
chance?
Yep.
Girls.
Mashup.
I know that one too. Yep.
So I sent KO a video last night as we're getting ready for race league and stuff, and it was the Homeboy Shopping Network. Do you remember that one?
I do.
So I
Oh,
was just
nice.
thinking about that when MassChef was
Oh,
talking
that's
about the
awesome.
car dealership.
That's where
Yeah,
Jennifer
yeah.
Lopez got her start.
It was,
That's
yeah, the
right.
Fly Girls. Remember
Actually,
that?
a lot of people got their start on that show.
Jim
Yes, they
Carrey
did.
was on that
Jim
one. Was that
Carrey. Yep.
Fire Marshal Bill?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was a
Yeah,
good one
yeah.
back in the days.
That
You
was
don't have
awesome.
shows
Man,
like that
that's awesome.
anymore.
Yeah, no, you don't. No, you don't. Definitely not.
So, well, KO for
Definitely not.
the car, that's a really awesome giveaway. I know we've got a lot of our regular listeners are in bed right now.
We
So,
could
did you
save it
want
for
to give
Terror
that
Week.
away?
Or
Yeah, maybe we can do if they comment S4 on this video, S4, and yeah, just keep it
URL.
simple.
Let's
S4
make it
URL.
URL. Yeah, URL S4.
Okay, URL S4. Or
Yep.
should we have Vegas Motors S4?
Yeah, let's do that. Vegas
Okay.
Motors S4.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So comment in the comments Vegas Motors S4. Vegas Motors S4. And when do you want to do that giveaway, KO? We'll give them a day. You want to do it on the Thursday stream? That's our big stream.
Yeah, we have our most participation on Thursdays, so I think we'll do Thursday giveaway. We'll announce it to our community and get some people commenting, and do a nice spin wheel for that on Thursday.
Awesome.
Rock
Okay.
on. And
nice.
then, whoever wins, just have them DM me in Discord or on the URL server, whichever,
Okay.
and we'll get the car over to them.
That's
They need
exciting.
to have They will just need to have a shit legit burner to trade for it. And
Cool.
and everybody's got those laying around. So
Yeah,
I got a
have
few
fun
of
looking me up.
Oh man. Yeah, I got a few I can lend them if they need one. So
there we go. There we go. See.
I like all my crappy legits. I like them.
Hey, I got a Ninja Duck this week.
What?
Nice.
You got what?
A Ninja
How
Duck.
did you? A ninja
Wait,
duck?
what?
How did you
Yeah.
get a ninja duck?
Wait, what?
You didn't see the Ninja Ducks?
No.
Is it a Block Explorer?
Yeah.
Block Explorer. Yeah.
Okay, is
okay,
it your
so-
director's Block Explorer?
No.
No,
I got
it's
Wait,
gonna
regular
be-
okay, you
Ninja.
got to
So-
show. You got to
okay,
show.
Okay.
KO, can you
All
screen
right.
share that? Do you have one too?
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
I
When
was
did
lucky.
that
I
come
finally
out?
got one.
So I have one. I have one too. I have a rocker duck. I have the rocker duck.
Oh, nice.
I got. It was for what was it? London
hunting
Trader
or
treasure hunting or something. I don't know. It was for some contest that they effed up, and then so they gave everybody who participated in that contest a duck Block Explorer, and there's a series of I think 7 or 8 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there
So
was
the
a
fact
few
that-
of them.
Yeah, the fact that you got a Ninja Duck is freaking awesome. Just
Well,
saying.
KO got one a little while back, and I got a hard hat duck. And there was a couple that showed up in Vegas, actually, in one of the shops.
One of the
And
shops.
there were
Okay.
3 that showed up. And by the time I flew to Vegas, there was only one left. Because I was going to
Oh,
get,
Wow.
I was going to
wow.
get all three of them and try to give them away as prizes in Hyde Park.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Oh, dude,
Oh,
that's
All
pretty
right,
awesome.
let's see. There it is, the Ninja
oh,
Duck.
that's okay. That's cool.
Ninja Duck. That's awesome.
Yeah, I actually
Uh,
thought so. Yeah, Upland. I honestly don't remember. Let's see. Was the Ninja Duck Block Explorer was rewarded as a bonus to all the participants in the Genesis 23 Thrifter Trader contest.
There it is.
So
Yeah. So, yep.
Thrifty Trader. Okay.
So they had it. So something happened where they messed up, like the algorithm or something was messed up, and so to make up for it, they gave anybody that participated in it one of these ducks. And if you click on underneath owner where it says not view on blockchain, is there, if you scroll down, is there,
doesn't let me
it doesn't
scroll.
let you see the series.
No.
Yeah, no. So there's a series of them. I think it's either 6 or 8 of them. I can't remember how many, but there's a series of ducks.
I think there's 8, and you know, I just think it's cool. First of all, you know, so Upland messed up. I think it's cool that they came out with these pretty quick.
They
Um,
did, yeah. It was like within 24 hours. They were handing these out, so that was pretty cool.
and you know, just they actually have become quite collectible. A lot of people are selling them and collecting them, and
Mm-hmm.
um, this is the only one I have. I actually had another one. I actually did a giveaway. I gave away my other one. I like my Ninja Duck though, so I'm gonna keep that one for myself. But yeah, so that was yeah, that was pretty cool about playing.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
do
That's
folks
freaking
know
sweet.
about the Jeep community and the ducks? I just learned about this. I didn't know that
No,
there was a whole duck thing with the Jeep community.
I
oh,
haven't
that
heard of
is
that
so
So
yet.
weird. My wife just told me about that like the last week or two, and I never knew about it until then.
Wait, this is an
Yeah.
Upland?
No, no, no.
No.
This is real world
no,
Jeep
not
owners.
real
Okay.
word. Yeah.
I
So
was
there's
getting
always,
nervous there. If
yeah.
KO's wife knew about this before we did, I was a little concerned that we've fallen behind a bit.
Yeah, so there's like
Yeah.
little hit there. Every single Jeep that you buy has something hidden on it, around it, in it, something. These little
Well,
like,
no, it's the Jeep community gives Jeeps they think are cool. They put ducks on them.
Oh,
oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know about that part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when you see a Jeep with like a whole bunch of ducks on the dashboard, that's where they come from.
Yep.
Got it. Got
interesting.
it. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
It's a
in
thing.
case you didn't know, every Jeep has stuff hidden on it too. So like, I have a friend that has one that has a Sasquatch that is etched into the windshield, and he bought it
Huh.
off the showroom like that.
No kidding.
It's yeah.
Nice.
We have another lady that has one that has oh, what the hell does hers have in it? Hers has something, some little wildlife creature. Can't remember if it's like a bunny or a, there's something where like every corner of the windows has like this little creature etched into it in every
Oh, wow.
Huh.
window. Yeah, so it's all Jeeps have something different in them. You just have to
See? So
find
Is
it.
that's
it
probably
always in
who's
the
collecting
windshield?
all the ducks. It's all the Jeep
Right.
Ah,
people. They're collecting the ducks. And it brings it back to motors and cars and racing.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
There we go. See?
love it. From ducks back to racing. Yep.
But,
Hey,
you know,
we can we can bring anything back to racing. So name it. We were talking about lamps earlier, and somehow I was able to bring up racing. So we're good.
I wanted to do a whole duck series too because they're mallards. I also had this whole thing where I say "fakadak," and
Nice.
I'll leave it at that. But it
Okay.
was, unusual mallards,
Unusual matter.
and so yeah. And so I had like a whole
Oh my
series that I want.
god.
Maybe I'll do a map asset store or something like that.
Right.
I love it.
There you
I
go.
love it.
Yeah, I just needed someone who knows how to do Blender to design some mallards for me.
It can be the Fakadak store.
Yeah,
How about the
you're back at Dak, fancy mallards.
how about the dancing DAC? I heard there's a dancing video going around of you,
Oh
you and
man,
Joe
no,
Liz.
Joe Lives is the star of that video. Let's face it. It's all about Joe Lives.
Hey, you were at least a special guest.
I
Yeah.
was a special
Yeah.
guest. Okay. Yes.
That's
Oh
funny. I don't
man.
even remember seeing that in Vegas. That was in Vegas, right?
It was Vegas. Yes.
So that had to
Yes, it
be
was
that
Vegas.
first night. I'm guessing that was the first night.
It was the first night. It was the first time I met Morchie's in person. And Joe walks in, and I'm like, dude, let's drop it like it's hot. And
The Hot
and
Boys.
Joe's like, sure.
Oh my
And
God.
then
Oh man.
and we did it. And then Morchie's like, wait, I didn't have my phone. And so we did it again.
That was such a good
Uh,
time. I'm looking forward to next year.
yeah.
Yes. I mean, it was so much fun that we now designed our whole URL schedule around having our Champions Cup at Genesis Week.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
I
so
love that Upland kind of stepped up and said, okay, you know what? You're doing that final race. You've been promoting all of this with the racing and Upland and everything. We'll contribute, and they gave away a go-kart to the winner of
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I
this
remember
past
that.
year's.
That's right.
mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
So are they going to give us a designated time to race this year?
We'll find out.
I almost missed the race with everything going on.
Yeah,
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 well,
no, it was crazy. And it
yeah,
went long because we kept interrupting because we had like Dirk come in, we had X1 come on, we had you guys, and
Yeah.
it was
I'd
fun
say
just to have
yeah.
different people
TML
walking
was
by.
on. We had all kinds of people on.
Yeah, it was a
It was
great
fun though.
time.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, we gotta work on that, Dak. We gotta work on having our own time slot for the Champion Series race, final
It
race.
all
For that
the problem is we always have a set time, and so depending on how that aligns with Upland's schedule, because they do have a schedule they have to keep to, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, and
yeah,
I just want to say shout out to you guys because that was the first season, the first set of races, and you were able, you caught Upland's attention and you got them to give a
Mhm.
giveaway on the first ever season. And it's just gonna grow from here, and it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna grow and get bigger and better. And so yeah, I think next year is gonna be even more awesome than the last one.
And I got to
yeah.
tell you, I'm pretty excited about the Pro Stock Series too.
Oh yeah,
Those cars are being produced right now in Upland, so
Yep.
uh, pretty
And
excited
then
about having those come out.
we're going to have some really fun announcements about go-karts.
Oh,
nice.
cool.
Yes,
Little slick
yes,
track or
we
Yes.
are.
something.
Uh, you'll have to wait.
Well,
Well, let's
I
just
think
say go-karts are going to be another. I mean, we've already talked about in URL. So we have 4 series that are going to happen. Pretty much we're doing a series a quarter is almost the way it works out, right? And so we have the Champions Cup, which is Q2 ending in June at Genesis Week. Then we have the Pro Series, which is the S1Es, and that would run during the summer. Then we have the Stock Car Pro series, which is people who have the Stock Car Pros. And I've been, we did the whole giveaway with Stock Car Pro and everything else. And so I'm really kind of hoping that we can do something even bigger in terms of like really building out not just collaborating with them on the view parties, the watch parties for, the races that they do and all that, but then also kind of trying to bring some of that excitement into Upland with Stock Car Pro through the cars that they're doing and the racing that we'll do in URL. And then that's is going to be like Q3. And then Q1 series is our pro karts. And so it's not just go karts, it's pro karts.
Hmm,
Nice.
very cool.
Yep.
Man, we
So
got
that's the
it.
way we're going to do URL calendar going forward.
That's awesome.
Man, it's so cool. There's so much going on, and we could probably talk for another 2 or 3 hours on all that stuff coming on. But I think that,
Easily.
yeah, easily. But I think, man, that sets up some really good, future times to get on with each other and talk about the Stock Pro when that launches, the go karts and that launches, and really. Um, we want to share that information with the viewers and everybody. So I
Yeah.
think that's all exciting stuff to look forward
So
to.
yeah, I did want to real quickly touch on a couple of rule changes for the series moving forward.
Okay.
We're now having 12 racers in each series, with there is a relegation and a promotion possibility through each series. So if you're basically the top 10 move to the next series up. So if you start out in karts and you run in the top 10, you can then go and race
Top two
or I'm sorry, yeah, top two can
get to
go
move, and
get to
bottom
move
two
up to the next series. Bottom two get relegated. So if you're running champion series and you're in the bottom two, then the highest series that you'll be able to run after that would be pro until you're in the top two again and can move back up to the champion series. So it gives people an opportunity to move up through the ranks, start with something, like go-karts, or start with, stock car pros, or, whatever they are able to qualify for. And it gives people a chance to kind of build up and move up into the ranking systems and move up into the higher tiers. Obviously, when you move up into the higher tiers, you're looking at a higher pay, because those sponsors for those high tiers are huge. So if you're able to move up, then obviously you're going to be able to make a really good secondhand UPIC salary for yourself moving through those racing tiers. So I think it really adds a cool dynamic to the 4 series championships. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Right now, it's been pretty much because there's not a lot of drivers that have kind of jumped in. But the idea is, as this grows and it becomes more popular and more people are trying to make UPICs with their assets and so forth, that there's going to be more and more of a demand. I mean, I already had to tell a couple of people no for the Pro Series. So this will allow some flexibility in terms of being able to give other people an opportunity.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yep. So
So
that's
how far?
that's the major rule change for the start of the Pro Series.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that UPIC salary. That sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Pretty much.
Sounds great. To be honest, what was it? My second place finish in last season netted me like 450K or something in UPIX. So,
Nice.
for 8 races, that's a salary.
Well, last season was 6.
Yeah, and there was only 6 racers last year. So, or no, there was 10 racers last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 racers, 6 races.
Yeah, 10 racers, 6 races.
So,
So
yeah.
they're with the sponsors that we have coming in, it really is, it's a good second income for playing a game. Just saying.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Big
So
time. Big time.
how far off do you think we are from like being able to customize cars? Because I've been working on some ideas here.
Oh.
Yeah, nice,
Look
very
at
cool,
that.
very cool. Ninjava
Coffee,
Racing, love it.
please. I love that.
Oh,
Coffee,
I love it.
please.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I kept
Hey,
going
Um,
by the
back and
way,
forth
I'm out
between
of
coffee, please,
coffee.
or eat my beans.
Oh, eat my beans.
Awesome.
Need one
I
that says
think you got to go with that.
Yeah.
Got to go with got to have one that says roast them if you got them, or
Oh, there you go. I like that.
Boom,
if,
roasted.
if you can read this, you're being roasted by my tailpipe. I don't know. I mean, I
Oh, and then he
Eat
killed it.
these nuts.
there you go.
Oh man.
So much
Yeah, man.
potential. But to answer your question,
Oh man.
no clue.
Yeah.
Soon.
That would be cool
Yeah.
to be able to do that. So what about in
Soon,
like an
trademark.
event like so last year I think the event I met you at, Dak, was the Creedmoor did the Halloween event.
The Creedmoor Halloween Race Spectacular.
Yeah, the spectacular. So we did that last year. Now, is that an event that we could do something like that?
So we have been working on it. There's been some challenges, but the goal is to definitely still have the Halloween Race Spectacular with the idea of raising funds again for the Child Mind Institute. And so that is still the plan. We are working on different ways of being able to deliver that, but we do want that to be an annual event where we can do something to do a little fundraising and promote racing in Upland.
Awesome. Awesome. Well,
Big
if there's
time.
anything we could do as that gets closer, definitely reach out for whoever's putting that all together. And we
Yeah,
will definitely
yeah.
help out with
Rob
that for
Zilla's
sure.
here, and she's pretty much on the steering committee. I mean, she's Creedmoor, just like Shaq and a few others, VS 86, and so yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of different moving parts, and it's just kind of getting it all organized.
Yeah, it's the hard part.
But yeah, it would be for around the Halloween time, either on Halloween or right after Halloween. So like sometime in the end of October, early
Very
November.
cool.
So
Very cool.
that is still the goal. We're working on it. And that's one event, right? And that's one thing. I think that there's also going to be other opportunities to do different elements. Um, and I used to do this concept, this idea. I used to go into the cafe and do speculation Fridays, and I'm thinking of trying to do something like that again, because I know I've been working on some ideas. Mass has some ideas. I know other people have been working on ideas in terms of how to monetize Upland. And it's not just about the idea of trying to pull USD out, but how to actually build a strong portfolio within Upland and diversifying what you're doing, or really focusing on something in particular, right? And so I think that it would be kind of good to have that conversation again to see how we might be able to do things where it goes beyond the basic play style of Upland into what more and more people are doing, and that is becoming what I call micropreneurs.
Yep.
Mm,
Awesome. That sounds
nice.
amazing.
And I'm sure that conversation has shifted a lot in the last 12 to 18 months with Uplands.
Oh, drastically, drastically,
Yeah.
with all the layer two projects that are coming on board,
Yep.
or what they call the dev shops, right? It not just that. I am looking forward to. I've been working on a project for several months with some other folks from the community and Upland, and we're going to be able to make that announcement hopefully in about 3 weeks.
Fantastic. All right. We look forward
Excellent.
to
That's
hearing that.
exciting. Congrats.
Yeah, and that one goes to my whole concept of perpetual good in the metaverse, which
Awesome.
is what the spectacular would be like as well.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. And if we can help in, if we can help in any way with that, because we were able to participate last year, and it was super fun. So, yeah, if there's any way our community can help or participate in any way, just let us know, and we'd love to help out.
Promotion
Awesome.
is always good.
Absolutely.
Well, we can do
Absolutely.
that. We can do that for sure, man.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, you guys
Well,
got any
man,
last plugs
yeah,
or
definitely going to plug it
last little
in there for
tidbits?
your Metaventure shops. And
Yeah, so like I said before, Vegas Motor Car Company, 2600 Vegas Drive, Las Vegas. Come down, grab a car. Upix sales only, no USD coming out of my shop. So if you got some Upix laying around, you want to buy a car, come on down and see me. Also, getting ready to open. Not quite there yet. We've got a couple of listings, but Castle BE shop in Citadel, Kansas City, at 6014 Michigan Avenue. Come down, grab a BE, sell a BE. Have the lowest commission rates going there. So if you need a list of BE for sale, come on down to KC and let's get it sold for you.
nice. All right, man. Well, thanks again for coming on tonight. It was awesome to talk racing, and we're excited about the new season come up. So good luck with everything. If there's anything we could do to help out, definitely reach out to the ninjas.
Yep. And
Vegas
also too,
Motors S4. Vegas Motors S4.
Oh, thank you,
yes,
Dak. Yeah,
yes,
Vegas
Vegas
Motors
Motor
S4.
S4 in the comments. One more thing too. Don't forget, we will be making an announcement probably Thursday afternoon as to whether or not we're actually going to be racing on Friday. It's going to be very determined on how Upland handles the glitches that they've got going on with racing right now, with not being able to get into them. So
Awesome.
we definitely need our racers to be able to get in. Otherwise, it's not going to do anything for us. So. Yeah, so
Well,
so we're gonna keep stress testing it for the rest of the week, see how it goes until Thursday, and then we will make an announcement on the URL server. So stay tuned for that.
Awesome. And where are you guys going to be
All right.
streaming from this year?
So we
Say
are still, yeah. So we'll be live streaming on Twitch again. We will be live streaming at the in the Real Node LA Theater, Spatial Theater, again this year. So big shout out to Elijah because he's on top of it, and he's been a great partner for us, and we really appreciate everything that he's done for not just URL but for Metaverse Racing News and everything that we've got going on, and he's been a great partner for us. So nice shout out
nice.
to him. So we'll be doing that again this season as well.
Awesome.
And of course, we will have all of the replays on our YouTube channel, usually within 48 hours of the race. So anybody that misses the live race will be able to catch the recorded version on YouTube.
Fantastic. All right.
Well,
Well, I'm
Matt,
going to take us out of here with a little music. Make sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment. Go ahead and comment after the stream is done. I know all of the live postings get deleted. So definitely comment for Vegas Motors S4 once the show is done here. So, but
yeah, and
everybody
we'll
have a, go ahead, Kale. Got something else?
sorry, yeah, we'll just put all the information on maybe how to look at the URL in our description below, how to get involved there, how to get involved in Upland, how to get involved in Hyde Park Ninjas, how to purchase Ninjava, uh, all that information. Just check the description below, and we'll put all those links for you guys.
Awesome. And we'll get all that info from MassChef and Dak. We'll post all that in the description as well. So people will know where to go in Vegas to pick up their cars and block explorers. So, all right. Well, thank you
Gentlemen,
guys
thank you
for,
very much thank you for having us on. We really appreciate it, and appreciate all the things that you guys are doing for the community and for us and for URL. Really appreciate it.
yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for kicking it with the ninjas tonight. So,
Rock on, brother.
all right. Have a great night.
Later, guys.